Hello and welcome back. Today in this video we're going to talk about pass by value and pass by reference. And this video assumes you have already reviewed the previous videos on functions. If you haven't reviewed the previous videos on functions, please review those now before starting this video. Let's get started. So on pass by value and pass by reference, let me give you a real world example first. So let's say you have written a paper and somebody wants to read this paper. Well, you wrote this paper on the computer in Microsoft Word. So you say sure, you just copy the file and send it to them in email. You can consider this pass by value. You are sending him a copy. It's not the original. He can do anything to his version of the file he wants to. It will not affect your version at all. You have the master version. He has a copy. He will not affect your version at all. He can delete his file and your file is still with you. Now contrast that with, let's say, a book. Let's say Frank wants to read Lord of the Rings and you have a copy of Lord of the Rings. You have it in actual print hardback copy. And you tell Frank, I'll let you borrow my book. So you lend Frank your book. Now Frank has your book. There is only one book. If he tears out a page, if he marks in the columns, if he dog-ears a page, he is affecting your book. He then gives your book back to you. Your book is not the same as it was when you lent it to him. So when pass by reference, the variable is passed itself and not a copy. So let's go to some code and look at what the difference is in code now. I have here on the screen a program. This program is just a simple banking program. Very simple. I have a routine here starting on line 57 to 73. I have my header, which tells you what this function does. So I'm going to add some money to an account. If you look at the parameters, we pass the current balance of the account and the amount of money to add, not withdraw. And as return, it's going to return a double of the new value. So the code to do this is return balance plus amount. Let's look at the caller of this function. So first let's look, we initialize Harry's account to 1,000 and Sally's account to 500. Down here on line 142, we're going to add $50,000 to Harry's account and return that value back into Harry's account. Simple. That's what we've been doing with pass by value. Now pass by reference is a little different. If we look at the caller of a pass by reference, it is different. On line 127, this function is passed by reference. It has no equal sign. That's your clue. No equal sign means a void function. However, we can look at the name of the function and we can be pretty sure that this function is modifying a variable. So we are withdrawing $100 from Harry's account. But we have Nothing like on line 142 where we put that amount back into Harry's account. Let's see what we're doing. Let me find withdraw. Withdraw. It is a void function. We're going to withdraw amount. The inputs are balanced by reference. We are passing the memory location of the variable that is being passed to the withdraw function itself. In this case, Harry's account. So the way you signify a pass by reference is after the type, you include an ampersand. So whenever you see an ampersand on a type in a parameter, you know it's passed by reference, i.e. this variable called balance is the actual memory location. So we have to remember our caller to the withdraw function. In this case, we are withdrawing money from Harry's account. So we are getting the actual memory address of Harry's account, not a copy of Harry's account. However, amount is a copy. Amount is being passed by value, and balance is being passed by reference. If we have enough money in the account to facilitate a withdrawal, we're going to reduce the account balance by that amount. Otherwise, we are going to assess a penalty fee, and that penalty fee is $10. So in this statement, we're saying the memory location of the past parameter called balance is assigned balance minus amount. And I have no return value because it is a void, and I'm affecting the actual memory location itself. So if we look down here back at our code, we have withdraw Harry's account. So I am passing what's known as the address to Harry's account, the physical memory location of Harry's account, to the withdraw function, and I'm passing $100. So what's going to happen is Harry's account will be reduced by $100 after the execution of this line 127. Okay, let's see this in action. I will set a breakpoint here right before we execute the withdrawal, which is passed by reference, and then I will set another breakpoint right before we execute this pass by value. And let's run. Okay, so the initial balances are set. Now I'm going to step over, and I don't see my little icons anymore. I'm going to do that. Step over, and taking money, $100 from Harry's account. Now I'm going to step into. Mostly I've been stepping over in the past. I'm going to step into this time, which means I'm going to step into the function called withdraw. So instead of stepping over or around, I'm going to step into right here. And I come into withdraw function, and balance is now 1,000, that's Harry's account. The amount to withdraw is $100. Now I could step over, and right here I have affected Harry's account. So when I Continue, and I return back. After executing this command on line 129, Harry's account will be $100 less. So Harry's account is $900. I'm going to step over and now step into going to step. I should take the else clause now because I don't have enough funds. And when I return, Harry's account will have $890 in it, correct? And it does. So I'm going to continue now until the next breakpoint. Remember, this one is pass by value. Again, I will step over the cout, step into the function, and I'm going to return balance plus amount. I am not updating Harry's account until after execution of the statement in the main program. See, Harry's account still has $890. Now Harry's account has $50,890. This program I'm working on you can find in lab files. So you can look at this and you can play with it yourself. This concludes the video on pass by value, pass by reference.